Welcome to everyone. Today we will discuss about basic characteristics or features of democracy. So what are those basic characteristics and features which are there in democracy and on the basis of which democracy works or functions. So today all these things, today we will discuss in a detailed manner. Okay, so today all these characteristics and features we will discuss by point wise. Okay, yes. So the first point is what? The first point of the features of democracy is that is popular sovereignty. Okay, so popular sovereignty. Okay, this is the first basic features or characteristics of democracy. So what is popular sovereignty? Popular means here people. Okay, people. And sovereignty means what? Sovereignty means the supreme power. So in democracy, what happens? In democracy, the supreme power remains in the hands of people. We know it very clearly that in democracy, the people they form the government by elections. And by creating that government, people gives the power to the government. And on the basis of that power, the government runs the state, administers the state, okay, govern the state. But one thing here we have to remember is that the people they have given this power to that government only for a particular period of time, because after some period of time there will be again election, because people they have created this government through what? Through the procedures of election. And in democracy we will find periodic elections. Okay, and in every periodic elections, in every particular time, people they what? People frequently they choose the government. Okay, so in one election, people suppose they have chosen the government and they have given the power to the government to run to rule over themselves, to rule over the state. So here the government gets the power from the whom? From the people. For how many period of time? For a particular period of time. Just like in our India, for 5 years. Okay. So suppose the government will here not perform the tax, or suppose the government will not fulfill the needs, demands, desires of the people, and the government will suppose become corrupt and not act according to the rules, regulations, or not obey the constitution, or misutilize the power, then what happen? Then in the next election, okay, in the next election, people will change the government. People will create another government, because here is option is near people. Okay, people whatever they will like, they will choose that type of government. So in democracy, what happen? In democracy, people they judge the government. They always evaluate the work of the government. They always work and supervise the work of the government. And if the people they will become satisfied, then only the people they choose the government and they give power to the government for next 5 years. But suppose if the government will not work for the people, then the people will change the government, because power is near whom? Power is near people, because it is democracy. Democracy means rule of the peoples. So the government is created by the consent of the people. Okay, so in democracy, what's happened? In democracy, the real authority remains in people, not in any other institutions or organizations. Okay, so here in democracy, people they are the real authority. They are the source of main power. They are the source of root of all power, because this is the people. In every election, they can do anything, whatever they like. Okay, so this is popular sovereignty. Popular sovereignty means what? Popular sovereignty means the supreme power rests in the hands of the people, because this is the people, they have the power to do anything, whatever they like in the country. They have the power to choose any government. They have the power to elect any elected representatives. They have the power to change the political system, to change the constitutions, to change any rules, regulations of their country. Okay, so this is what? This is popular sovereignty. Now we discuss the next features of democracy. Okay, so the next feature is what? The next feature is equality. Okay, equality. So equality, it is the next features of democracy. What do you mean by equality? Equality means all are equal in the eyes of law. Okay, so equality before law and equal protection of law, this is the cardinal features of democracy. In democracy, what happens? In democracy, the government makes rules and regulations, and that rules and regulations created by the government will be workable for all the citizens. In the democracy, no people is superior, no people is higher. The constitution has provided rules, regulations to all the people. And here judiciary is there for the protection of rules, regulations, act. And here the judiciary provides equal justice to all the people without any discrimination. So here we will not find any type of discriminations on any individual, irrespective of any caste, religion, sex, place of birth. All the people, they are equal in democracy. And whatever the government provides opportunity to any people, that opportunity will be prevailed, or that opportunity will be enjoyed by all the people. So all the people, they have equal share on government. Okay, that's why there is equality in democracy, equality in all forms. Okay, so there are the various types of equality in democracy. So first one is political equality. Political equality means what? Political equality means the people, they have equal opportunity in terms of political affairs, in terms of governance affairs. So in terms of choosing the government, all the people, they have the equal right to cast their vote and to create the government according to their own will. In terms of policy making process also, all the people, they actively participate in policy making process, in governance process. Okay, all the people have all equal right to give to the, to go to the election booth and cast their vote. Okay, so these are the political equality by which all the people, they involve themselves in political process. Then social equality is also there. What is social equality? Social equality means in the society, all the people, they are equal. We know it very clearly that our country India, there is unity in diversity. Means we will find diversity in our society. There are number of religion, number of people having number of caste, sex, place of birth, culture, language, and traditions, customs, culture, so many things. So though there are so many types of people, they live in the society, but there is equality in the society. In the society, everyone will be respected, no one will be exploited. There will be no any more type of human trafficking or torture or exploitations in the society. Everyone has the equal right to live a dignified life in the society. Okay, that is what, that is social equality. Then economic equality is also there. What is economic equality? Economic equality means equality in terms of economy or finance. In order to maintain their livelihood, all the people have the equal right to practice any type of profession according to the jurisdiction of the law. And there is also equal pay for equal work. And if there is a political post, then for that all are equally, all are eligible to apply for that post, and all the citizens, they will possess any economic post or public post in our country according to their merits and qualifications. Then cultural equality is also there. What is cultural equality? Cultural equality means all the people, they have equal right over their culture, over their trade, traditions, customs, rituals. So all the people, they have their own right to manage their own traditions, custom, and lifestyles. Okay, so this is all about what? Equality. Now we'll discuss about another features. Okay, that is what? That is liberty and rights. Okay, liberty and rights. So what is liberty and rights? Liberty means what? Liberty means independence, freedom. So liberty is very much essential for the development of personality of any individual, because whenever we feel free, we feel safe and secure, and without any fear, we do what? We develop our personality. We work for the development of ourselves. We work for the development of our country. So without liberty, a human being cannot live a good life. He feels just like a slave. So that's why liberty is very much essential. So that independently one human being he will live a good life. Then what is rights? Rights means those essential things which are very much essential in order to live a good life, happy life. Okay, so rights is also inevitable part in democracy. All the citizens they need rights for their personality development. In order to live a good life, rights is very much essential. Okay, so life, equality, liberty, and rights are also very much essential for every citizen, and these are the another important characteristics in democracy. So there are many types of liberty and rights, just like political liberty and rights is there. So what is political liberty and rights? Political liberty and rights means in terms of politics, government affairs, all the people have equal right to participate. So whenever there will be elections, you might have seen that all the people, okay, in our country above the age of 18 years, they go to the election booth to cast their vote and they choose their elected representative. Not only they have the right or liberty to cast their vote, but also the citizens have the right to stand in the elections. Anyone can stand in MP elections, MLA elections, Sarpanch elections, municipality elections, or Panchayat Raj elections, because we have our own political rights and liberty. Then we have our political right to even criticize the government, to discuss the rules, regulations of our country. Okay, so this is your political liberty and rights. Then social liberty and rights is also there. What is social liberty and rights? Social liberty and social rights mean in our society all the individuals are free, independent, and independently all the individual in our society they will perform their tasks, perform their duty, so that they will live a free life, good life, peaceful life, happy life, and developed lives. Okay, so not only this, in the society, all the people have also social rights. Social rights means they have the right to live a dignified life, respectable life in the society. And in the society, we cannot treat badly to any people. All the people have their own right to live a good standard of life. And in the society, all the people they are enjoying all their rights. Right to movement, right to go anywhere, right to do anything, right to form associations, right for speech and expressions, right to tell anything. Okay, but all these things will be happen according to the jurisdictions of the law. Then economic rights and liberty are also there. What is economic rights and liberty? Economic rights and economic liberty means in terms of finance, economy, all the individuals they enjoy equal rights and liberty. So if there is a public post, okay, so all the individual, all the citizens of the state in democracy are eligible to apply for that public post, and those citizens will occupy those public posts those who have good standard, merit, and adequate qualifications. Okay, and not only this, all the individual or citizens have the right to practice any professions in order to maintain their livelihood. This is also a part of liberty, economic liberty, and economic rights. So there is also equal pay for equal work. Means suppose male and female both are there and they are working in a particular place, then both will get equal payment for equal work, so that there will be no any discrimination in grounds of anything else. Then cultural liberty and rights are also there. Cultural liberty and cultural rights mean we have our own culture, we have our own lifestyle, we have our own traditions, we have our own customs. So in the society, all the people they have their own cultural liberty and cultural rights, and all the people they are enjoying this and they are living their life according to themselves. This is what? This is your liberty and rights. So this is all about liberty and rights. Now we'll discuss the next basic features or characteristics of democracy. Okay, the next feature is rule of law. Okay, rule of law. So now we'll discuss about rule of law. So rule of law, it is also another basic characteristics or features of democracy. What is a rule of law? Rule of law means in democracy, everything will happen according to law, according to rule, not by the own consent or own will of anything. Because here is no anything, here is no any dictatorship ruler or autocrat ruler. Okay, here is constitutions. We will find what? We will find constitutions in democracy. And every process, every activities of the government and every activities of the state runs according to what? According to constitutional rules law. Okay, even the prime minister, the president, the chief minister, governors, all the district collectors, IS officers, and all the officers of the government, even all the citizens also, they perform their tasks by obeying the rules, regulations. Okay, and in our constitution, everything has been mentioned in a detailed manner, in a clear manner about everything. Okay, about liberty, equality, justice of the people, about elections commission, about union public service commissions, about everything, how our state will run in a smooth manner, everything has been mentioned or written in a detailed manner in our constitution, and everything is going on in our country on the basis of those things which are mentioned or written or which we will find in the constitution. Okay, this is what? This is rule of law. Okay, so now we will discuss the next important features. So the next important features is what? The next important features is, that is, majority rule. Okay, majority rule. So majority rule, it is also another feature of democracy. What is majority rule? Majority rules means in a democracy, everything happens on the basis of majority. So in elections, what happens? In elections, all the people, all the adult people, they give their vote and they choose their representative. So those representatives will be elected or selected or become the winner, those who will get majority vote of the people. Okay, and those political parties, those who will get majority vote or opinion or support of the people, that political party will form the government. Okay, and even in rule making process or policy making process also, that proposal will become the act, rules, regulations, those proposal, those who will get majority support of majority numbers. Okay, so this is what? This is majority rule. So majority rule we will find in democracy. Okay, so this is all about majority rule. Now we will discuss the next features. The next features of democracy is, that is, public opinion. Okay, public opinion. So what is public opinion? Public opinion means opinion of the people. So here in democracy we will find a government, and the government always gives priority to what? The government always gives priority to public opinion, because the government know it very clearly that the government has got its power from whom? From people, from the public, through elections, and there is periodic election. So suppose the government will not give priority to the public opinion and not run according to the public opinion, then what's happened? Then in the future, in the next elections, definitely people will not support to that government and they will definitely change the government. So every government in democracy, they know it very clearly that they are on this power, on this rule only because of public. So they do what? They do always give importance to public opinion. And suppose the government has made some rules, regulations, and that rule, regulations created by the government is not in favor of the people, or if the people, they are not satisfying with the rules, regulations made by the government, then in this case also the government do what? The government cancel that rules, regulations. Okay, so that people will become happy. And here the people have all the right even to criticize the government and to debate and discuss on the rules, affairs of our political system. And the government always do what? The government always support to that public opinion, and the government always follow that public opinion. Okay, so this is what? This is all about our public opinion. So now we'll discuss the next feature. So the next feature is what? The next important feature is tolerance. Okay, tolerance. Tolerance and fraternity. Okay, so tolerance and fraternity, they are also another important basic features or characteristics of democracy. So what is tolerance and fraternity? Tolerance means in democracy we will see tolerations. Okay, tolerations of government, tolerations of the people. So how there is tolerations now we will discuss. So in elections, what happens? In elections, those political parties or that political party who will get majority, okay, that political party will form the government. And other political parties, those who will not able to get the majority, they will play the act of opposition political party. And the role of opposition's political party is what? To criticize the government, to control the government, to debate and discuss on the matters or the rules which are created by the government. So the opposition's political party, they always criticize, they always give comments to the government. But here the government always tolerate to those political parties. The government here not kill or not give any type of punishment to those opposition's political party. Because of what? Because there is toleration in democracy. Okay. And not only in terms of political parties. Suppose people are there and suppose some people of our country, they are criticizing the government. They are raising their voice against the government. They are doing strike against the government because of any particular thing. Then here also the duty of the government is what? The duty of the government is to listen to the people and to tolerate everything, not to destroy them, not to kill them, not to murder them. Okay. And we know it very clearly that in our country, India, will see diversity. Means there are number of religion, number of caste, number of sects, traditions, customs, languages, colors, everything. So here, though there is a diversity, but you see there is unity in our country, and this unity is because of fraternity and tolerance. Okay, all the people of our country, they always treats other people as their own brother. Okay, so fraternity means what? Fraternity means brotherhood. People of India, they always think that we all belong to one family and other people of our country are our brothers and sisters. Okay, so this principle is there. Okay, so this is all about tolerance and fraternity. Okay, so now we'll discuss the next feature. The next feature is presence of political parties. Political parties. Okay, so in democracy, we will find political parties. Political parties are there in democracy. So what is political parties? So political parties are one type of organizations formed by the some group of people, and their main target is what? Their main target is to capture the power. And political parties, they always involve themselves in political affairs, political system. Okay, so they always involve themselves in rule making process, in governance process. Okay, in politics. So in elections, what happens? In elections, all the political parties, they involve themselves and participate in the government. And that political party will form the government or create the government, that political party who will get the majority vote. Okay. So, and other political parties, those who will not get the majority, they will play the act of opposition political parties. And these political parties, these are very much essential thing, more important thing in democracy. Because we know it very clearly that through political parties, all the people, they directly, they involve themselves in government. And as there are number of political parties, so suppose if one political party remains in power and makes the government, then other political parties, they always control that government. They always, other political parties or opposition political parties, they will control the misutilizations of power by the government, and they always gives right directions to the ruling government. Okay, so that's why political parties are very much essential in democracy. So now we'll discuss the another important features. Another feature is what? Another feature is open debate and discussion. Okay, so open debate and discussion. This is also another important characteristics or features of democracy. What is open debate and discussions? Open debate and discussions means in democracy, all the people they have the right to debate and discuss on any matters of government, any matters of state, any matters or any problem or any issues of the people. So in democracy, what's happened? All the people they debate and discuss on all and everything about constitutions, about rule making, about the performance work of the government, about the state, about the foreign affairs of the government, about the work of Union Public Service Commissions or any democratic institutions of the country. And through debate and discussion, they develop their intellectual capability and they also find out the many problems which are there in our country, and through this government and people collaboratively they solve all the problems which are there in our country. That's why we see what we will see the open debate and discussions in democracy. Now the next feature. Next feature is what? Next feature is open society. Okay, open society. So open society means what? Open society it is also another features or characteristics of democracy. Open society means in a democracy the society is open for everyone. All the people in the society have the rights to express their views, to raise their views, to live a good life, good standard of life, to say anything or to debate and discuss anything in the society or to organize any events in the society. So the society is free for everyone. Anyone can come to the society, anyone can go out from the society, anyone can organize any activities in the society, anyone has the right to express their opinion in the society. So the society is open for everyone, so that all the people they will live a good life and open-mindedness will be developed within the people and everything will be open and there will be nothing which will be hidden in the society, so that everyone will become able to know everything about the society, about the government. Okay, this is what, this is your open society. Now we'll discuss the next features. Okay, so the next feature is what? The next feature is that is responsible government. Okay, responsible government. So in a democracy, the government is what? The government is responsible. Okay, through elections, people they do what? Through elections, people they choose the government, they form the government, they create the government, and after that, those political parties, those who will get majority vote in the elections, they will form the government. And when the government is formed, the government will not remain in a silent mode. Rather, the government will work for the people, because in democracy, the government is responsible for everything. If the state will become failure or if the state will become prosperous and developed, for everything, okay, for whatever issues that will be arise in the state, for that government is responsible, because here the people they have created the government for their happiness, for their benefit. So here the government have to do what? The government have to do all the welfare thing. The government have to serve the people, because only for that the people they have created the government. That's why the government, the task, the main duty of the government is to fulfill all the needs of the people, to solve all the problems which are facing by the people, to solve the problem which are there in the country, and to develop the nations and take forward the nations towards progress. Okay, because if the government will not do all these things, if the government will remain in a silent mode, if the government will not do any welfare scheme, or if the government will not listen towards the problem of the people, then what will happen? Then in the next elections, okay, in the next elections, people will not give their vote towards that government, and people they will do what? They will change the government. Okay, that's why the government become responsible in democracy. Now we will discuss the next point. The next point is what? The next point is distribution of powers. Okay, distribution of power is also there in democracy. So what is distribution of power? Distribution of power means power is distributed. Okay, so we know it very clearly that there is government who occupy the power, who possess the power in democracy. But here the government is also again divided into many parts. Just like in our country, India, government has three organs: legislature, executive, and judiciary. And each organ has been provided their own powers. Just like the legislature has been provided the power to make the rules, regulations for our country. Then the power of executive is to what? To carry out the law made by the legislatures. Then the power of judiciary is what? The power of judiciary is to protect the law and provide justice to the peoples and to safeguard the constitution. So why this distribution of power has been there in democracy? So that all the organ of the government, they will perform their tasks perfectly in a smooth manner, and the state will run in a peaceful manner, in a stable manner, and there will be no any confusion will arise in society. So for this, distribution of power will find in democracy. So now we will discuss the next features. The next feature is what? The next feature is government by election. Okay, so in democracy we will find what? In democracy we will find election. Okay, and elections is the procedure. Election is the way by which people they choose the government, they form the government, they create the government. Okay, and in the elections what happened? In the elections, all the political parties they actively involve and participate in the elections. And in democracy, all the adult citizens they go to the elections booth and they cast their vote and they choose their elected representative. They cast their vote towards the political parties, and those political parties, those candidates who will get the majority vote, they will become the winner. And that political party who will get majority vote, that political will form the government. So there is periodic election, and in our country you see that every 5 years there is elections. So in every 5 years there will be elections, and in elections procedures the people they will form the government or create the government. Okay, so this is why this is government by elections. Now we'll discuss the next important feature. Next feature is peaceful and constitutional change of government. Okay, so in democracy there is changes of government, and changes of government happen through peaceful manner, through constitutional manner. Okay, because there is periodic election. You see that in our country India, in every 5 years there is elections, and the elections procedures the people they give vote, and those political parties, those who will secure majority vote, they will form the government in center as well as in state. So here the governments, okay, here the political parties they form the governments and they capture or occupy the power from the people through which means? Through peaceful means and through constitutional means, because everything has been mentioned in our constitution that in which process elections will be held. And in our country you see that elections is organized by Elections Commission of India, and elections are also going on through by which means by free and fair means. Okay, so in free and fair means, in a peaceful way government is creating, and here there is no any conflict, no any war, no any fight or no any war among all the political parties or people. So there is elections, simple elections, general elections, free and fair elections, peaceful elections, and through peaceful elections, the government comes to the power and runs the state. Okay, so these are all the basic characteristics or features of democracy. So hope you have all understood clearly everything. In the next class, we will discuss about merits and demerits of democracy. Okay, thank you.